Hi guys, welcome to YILDIZ readings for those of you who are new. So here we have your romance read, but it's not just any old romance read. We try to help to give you as much information relating to your ascension, chakras, balance, empowerment, to get the best out of your love life and to tune into the energy both psychically and astrologically. I also do twin flame coaching and energy check-ins regularly as I am a twin flame. So if you do need a booking, the link is directly below. Please join us as these updates are regular here at YILDIZ readings, and we will not make you wait any longer. Let's get into your romance house and see what could be energetically coming through for you. Love and light, guys. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax, and let's get into it. Hi beautiful Capricorn, welcome back. We are here to do your read for your romance house. Now, other things may come out, especially if they're blockages relating to this connection. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology, your chakra blockages, and spiritual connections. If you do want to follow me for the twin flame updates, these are connected to soulmate twin flame energies because I do coaching relating to that. I also have live sessions throughout the month. So if you haven't sub and come through and join us during those sessions. Now, this is a very interesting read. Now, I feel you to be very... I'll show you the ruin. Let's get into it because I was getting psychic downloads as soon as I got onto it. It may be a particular message for one individual, or it might be something in a theme that's coming up. Now, number one, there's a circumstance relating to money coming up. That should sort of ease up, but I feel like a decision that's coming to a head. Those of you who this is relevant to, and this was the psychic message that came through, and again, it will be maybe very particular, but you know, my guides are asking me to say such. There could be a circumstance of co-parenting coming up for some of you, and something to do with documentation, distance, trying to tie that loose end up. It is coming through of a bit of a complication. The funny thing is the ruin is in reverse. So we're going to get into the energy of what's coming through. Now, this ruin relates to, in the month of March, we're having Mars transit over to Gemini, and that for you is going to be affecting healthy boundaries. So the level up, it's the house of hidden enemies, but it's also health. I feel during this Mercury retrograde, you may have been looking at, you might have been working very hard, trying to tie up loose ends at emotional, financial, and maybe even a contractual level. There's something from the past that's being revisited, and especially as we had the moon transiting over from Cancer over into the new month. Some of these things to do with your relationship coming up. Okay. Oh, there's a poem here. I was just tuning into it. Torch, saw, corn. Planet Venus, tree, pine, which is a thought process. Element fire and earth. Torch is in everything, every living person known by its fire. It is clear and bright. It usually burns. When the ailing rest inside the hail, it's like very metaphorical. Sore is the curse of children. Grief making a man pale. Sore is the curse of children. And a scourge of the house of rotten flesh. It's really obscene. Oh, read it. That's the poem. Pause it if you need to read it. Let's have a look at this. Number one, you do have Venus linking to your 7th house, which is interesting because children, relationships, the moon, I was, tuning into something has gone sour, right? And this is an old energy. You're trying to move forward. Something's gone sour. You're doing the best you can to make a very unsettling circumstance better, right? Now this is connecting to love. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to move towards this energy. You're trying to usher in great energy. But there's either old wounds or... but it feels that you're dealing with a circumstance. And it's throat chakra. You got throat chakra. And it's funny because my throat chakra went as soon as I got on camera. In the mundane, cunning, skill, controlled energy, successful ideas, intimate attraction, esoteric, spiritual illumination, and inner guidance. Now, it's not in reverse. Oh, it is. It's like something from the past is coming back, because it painful healing, ignorance and darkness. Like, you could be dealing with some people that maybe aren't seeing your perspective. They're not seeing your side of the fence. You have tried every which way to address the circumstance, but something's really tying you down. I don't feel this is you, Capricorn. I feel, you know, in a sense, it could be you're wanting your power back. But you could potentially be looking at the element of what power is. You might be thinking about and I don't feel this is your demeanor, okay? Because this is coming through very, like a bully, basically. It's coming through with someone who's really messing with you. Now, whatever this energy is, either it's a memory that you are looking back on and working through, or directly it is a circumstance that this person in the 3D is actually giving you a little bit of grief. I think you're trying to work out how to address it, because you want safety in romance. You want stability in that. There seems to be someone biting off a bit too much. Now, the throat chakra, you've got a lot to say, but you feel it's going to fall on deaf ears. And that's a metaphor. It's not, no shade. It's like, because you've got throat chakra in the upright, but you've got talking stick on the other side. It's like they don't want to hear what you have to say. I do feel there is some, and it feels generational, whoever this energy is. It can be conditioning, a mindset. Some of you do have a loved one on the other side who's assisting you with this. They're actually super proud that you've been dealing with a circumstance in your life with a great deal of integrity, responsibility, patience, and tenacity. And, you know, Grandmother Earth is it's like you're trying to, two things coming through with this. My guides always work with me in very unique ways. It's quite perplexing the way that it happens. But in one breath, they're showing directly it's a 3D, it's a grandmother, okay? And it's a tried and true on your side. Now, the other energy is someone who may be observing this situation. Now, the grandmother earth can also be, you know, trying to take an old situation and anchor it in, but somebody's wanting you to stay stuck. There's a bit of power control here. They're wanting you to stay stuck. I feel you got two paths. I mean, your whole intent is to have the healthier path, 100%. It's like you're looking back, but there's old scenario ships playing out that you're addressing, either from a psychological level or in the 3D. The person whom is potentially the cross-watcher, there's one person in this situation who, and I'm just going to call it how it is. I do feel some of you are dealing with two individuals. One, it could be an ex that has children. The other could be two people. Now, what I'm getting is one is aware, but they're not pushing it. It may be that they're observing a situation you're trying to tie up and close out. They're aware of this, but it's funny because both energies know of each other. That's sort of what's coming through. And that can be cross-watchers energy coming through. I'm just calling what the energy is. I don't think you know what to do. I don't think that, you know, it's one of those circumstances that it's almost acceptance. That's what it's needing to come down to, an acceptance of the situation, because I don't think necessarily it's you juggling, right? It's like injustice. It's like the justice card in reverse. It doesn't really matter. I think you've got to a point where you're feeling it doesn't really matter what you feel. You can't try and make another person feel the same way you do. And the values, there's a value system here. And I don't think this is the person you want to be with. I think this is a circumstance surrounding it. Because I've got good tunes to do with that. It's like I'm seeing old and new. Now this could have been the old way this person used to be, and how they're showing up, and you're merely thinking of it. But for some of you, it is two direct paths. I feel like it's like, you know, when you're trying to come to terms with something, you're trying to do the right thing. Be patient, wait, understand, try and tidy up the mess. That's grating a little bit thin at the moment for you, Capricorn. I think you may be understanding, but you feel it's like you're kind of looking at them thinking, do you think I'm delusional? It's coming through like it's reaching its threshold. Yeah, you know the truth is, like, you've seen it, it's giving me a headache. It's like coming through here to there. Maybe their voice, might be their actions, might be their demeanor, I'm not sure, but it's whatever this circumstance is. It can even be you tuning into the block and the connection, but like I said, for some of you it's feeling like two direct paths there. What is this place? It's weird. I am getting one energy. It's about money. It's about value. One has a great path, right? It's, you feel, what would the word be? You feel the abundance. You feel the, you know, no matter what happens, it's like it is. There's no question. You do know your worth. Let me get that straight. Like, I'm not saying that this individual, if they're not showing you, you know, their value system, is really not on you. But one person is sort of wants something out of you, and I don't think you like that. You wanna do what you can. I think at this point you'd be willing to do what you need to do. You just want it tied up. You want it tied up and settled. Tied up, settled, peace and quiet. Leave me alone. Yeah. But you can't give what you don't have, and that's kind of where you're at. So it might be a, you know, you're not stuck. You want to be free. This person's maybe dictating or having a feeling or a vibration. Yeah, you're kind of like, you're in acceptance of it. You know, it's not faith related, it's acceptance. It's like, you do you, boo. A lot of white noise, a lot of headaches. You're a bit confused as to why this has gone on so long, because it's not, you kind of felt this would have been closed out by now. This would have been settled, the dust would have been gone. And it's, yeah, it's not one of those things that you're looking at that's too pretty. You're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, Capricorn, I feel you. Are we there yet? If this is a mental blockage, right, for some of you, yes, it can be. It's asking you to tune out of it. You did the best you could. It was what it was. Accept it, lay it to rest. But I do think it's your mindset. You're looking at them going, why haven't you let this go? For those of you that are twin flames, this could be you focusing on the other individual and wondering why they're stuck. This is going to shift. It's not a permanency. Whoever's energy is coming through, this is the message directly to you. This is going to resolve. A past tense situation is going to be tied up. If it's working and it's moving and it's transforming, it will resolve. And even if the person walks away from it, it is going to resolve. But it's about not enabling. You know, that's really what's coming through. Now, I'll read the card. Stop focusing your energy on the past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And again, we did have the full moon in Virgo, which was higher heart chakra. And it's almost like, you know, sometimes we can psychoanalyze things and we can think, what have we done wrong? Why has this happened? It can be value systems and conditioning. And again, with the yellow coming through, it can be to do with the child as well for some of you. You know, alimony payments, balancing, shared care. Maybe a creative endeavor, wanting to take something off the ground and, you know, actually bind with this person. There is a transformation happening nevertheless. And I do feel it's moving. Yeah, it feels a little bit dark at the moment. I think the way you're looking at it, it's almost like drawing a line in the sand, having a little bit of a break, trying to assess what you're going to do to move forward, because you feel that, you know, you kind of feel you're being your ego to believe it's going to change if some certain things haven't shifted about. So at the moment you could be a little bit down, feeling a little bit less than optimistic, but it could be due to the Virgo moon. I don't even think, okay, some of you, you're wondering if that person from the past that you are in love with, if this is a separate connection, if they want you, but there's something to do with a vibration of acceptance. Would you be accepted in? Interesting. I think you're being careful. You're changing your approach. Whatever this plan was to move towards love and how it was being achieved, whoever side of the fence this is, something's happened to second guess the situation, but there is going to be a change of ways in which this whole circumstance is being handled, and it feels as though it's happening, you know, in the first 2 weeks. That's really what's been coming through, the first 2 weeks of March. Yeah, this third party energy, whoever's interfering and affecting this connection, it's being handled and addressed. Yeah, karmic energy. There's someone here, it could be a grandmother, it could be a mother, it could be an ex. There's something here that is, this could be the emotion too, because feminine is emotion. There's a lot of conflict there. There could be a court-related dynamic, which was coming through before I even pulled the cards. It was like almost like a power struggle, you know? Juggling, power struggle. Something you knew about. Okay, who is this about, please? What is this blockage? Whoa, too many. It's causing you stress. Oops. Yep, it's causing you stress. Something that hasn't tied up. You wanted it to be completed. Okay. What are you advised to do? I think from what I'm seeing here, something's tasting stale, rotten. You know, dead egg. Yeah. It's a, could be dispute over a home. You get Aries in the 4th house. If you've been having issues with like siblings and things like that, and there's been disputes, you should find that it eases up soon. Some of you are feeling you just want to keep away from white noise and drama. And look, this is what I'm seeing so far. I'm going to go into the extension read. I'm going to pull 3 cards before we go, and then I'm going into the extension read to see what the goal is with this circumstance, with this person. Who are these 2 people? We're going to check into who the 2 people are. I'll pull 2 cards now. Okay, who is the first energy? And I may pull 2 tarot cards just to get them as clarifiers. Oops. There's 4 energies here. 3. Oh God, who are all these people you're dealing with? Somebody has an opinion about your connection. I'm going to trust the way the cards are falling out. There's more than I said, but okay. Whatever this bad energy is, it's going to give you the art of appreciation of the good coming in, right? Because it does feel as though there's this very special connection where you're both longing for each other, and this can be soulmate twin flame, right? It's coming, but it's calling you. Now, I'm going to read the messages in a minute on the back of the card because I think it has a theme. Yeah, the cycle's starting again, which does make sense. That can be the anxiousness. The anxiousness of the fact that we do have the wheel here, the world. There's a cycle tying up here. There's frustrations relating to it. The more frustrated you get, it's almost like it's calling you in. There is going to be peace upon you. There's going to be safety, protection. The people surrounding you might be a bit toxic, but it seems to be you're protected regardless. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. Virgo energy. Which is okay. We all have a polarity that we need to embody, and we've transited through the Virgo moon. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Forgive yourself for the circumstances right now. You know, if you've been trying to, if you've been putting a lot of people forward and maybe people have had perspectives and things to that degree, you're honouring it. You're like, I know what this is. I don't need people to help me second guess. I know inside how I feel. I feel this individual's doing the same thing, guys. I will go into the extension. Please stick around for these. And if you do want to join us for Super Chats on the Twin Flame Lives to check in with current energy, join the tribe. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us. If you do want the extension read, it is in the link directly below in the box. Also, all the booking information is there. Please subscribe if you do want to have current updates relating to astrology, moon energy, twin flame path. I do have super chats, so if you do feel you can't afford a reading, you can jump through and have a question during the sessions, as well as if you haven't joined my website, please do, because I do put up notifications relating to when I'm coming live, any events coming up, and specials. Take care. I will see you later. Have a great week.